Good evening and welcome to the July regular board meeting of Kent City School District. Roll call of members, please.
Mr. Albert.
Here.
Mr. Carmine.
Here.
Mr. Rush.
Here.
Ms. Stryker.
Here.
Mr. Watkins.
Yes.
Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, approval and or corrections of the minutes of the regular meeting held on June 19th, 2018. Do I have a motion?
Yes, sir. Watkins.
Watkins, second.
Carmine.
Carmine, any discussion? Vote.
Mr. Albert.
Yes.
Mr. Carmine.
Yes.
Mr. Rush.
Yes.
Ms. Stryker.
Yes.
Mr. Watkins.
Yes.
Okay, reports of the treasurer. Approve the following June 30th, 2018 reports: cash position, check register, receipt ledger, investment report, journal entries, and budget versus actual. Do I have a motion?
Albert.
Second.
Stryker.
Any discussion? Vote.
Mr. Albert.
Yes.
Mr. Carmine.
Yes.
Mr. Rush.
Yes.
Ms. Stryker.
Yes.
Mr. Watkins.
Okay, superintendent reports and communication.
We are still in the process of hiring, getting everyone in place. So that's been the major work of the district. We're also getting teacher professional development lined up and our new staff professional development arranged for the first couple weeks of August because school will start very soon. Our opening day for our district staff will be Tuesday, August 14th. So if any of the board members would like to attend, we do breakfast, we do a program, and then we have a guest speaker that works with our goals, our strategic plan. So, and that usually starts around 8 o'clock in the morning. So you'll get a formal invitation, but that's a pretty special day. We also have a couple different kind of meetings going on. We're still working on some school safety, working with getting some more training and working with our resource officer. We had really positive relations and a lot of good things came from the April and May when he worked with us, and so he's gone through more training and we're going to go back and reevaluate, and we worked through that in August as well. So those are the big pieces before school starts.
All right, good enough. Thanks, Jen. All right, committee reports. Item 8, finance.
Yeah, finance, we just met before the meeting here. Not really from the finance committee, but related. You know, we passed the treasurer's report. We came through the year and we finished pretty well. We ended up with a pretty close. Our income and our expenses were pretty close. And I just like to compliment the leadership of the district, Tracy and Jennifer, and all the staff really, because when I first came on, things were really tight, and then our income ramped up, and that was good because we needed to do some things, and we've done a lot of things, and we've been very fortunate to be able to do that. I think we're kind of in a tightening cycle now from a budget standpoint, so appreciate your good leadership and running a tight ship and keeping control of costs, because really it's cost control that's really kept that bottom line where we need it to be. So thank you. From the committee meeting, just went over a few things. And we had the closing for the bus garage, and we have it on tonight to accept the donation of from the athletic committee. So we're thankful those are moving forward and good things are happening there. We had a quote about security at the bus garage. We're just looking into that. We're going to change. We had a credit card that the district has used. Tracy's mainly used it for procuring certain things, and now we're going to have a procurement card, which is basically like a charge card. It doesn't have the credit version, which there's a regulatory reason for that. So there was a transition. I think we're going to move over to PNC from Chase on that issue. We had a couple resignations late in the season, positions, and I think at this point we're going to leave them open, and Jennifer might want to speak to that, but trying to cover those with the existing staff. And I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. Facilities?
Mark, we haven't met before this committee meeting, but we did schedule, and our next one is the 9th of August.
Okay.
The big pieces that were just kind of completion pieces are with the bus garage, we closed, which Mark Watkins mentioned, and then we're in the process of moving. So that's kind of an interesting process of taking possession and getting everything finalized for that building. Our goal is by August 1 to be fully moved in so that we're ready to go and everything when school starts. We also will have many things to get rid of. So living in a building for a very long time, there are many things that are out of date or that you might not need. So the district will assess. We have things in other areas that we accumulate that sometimes we just need to have a sale to get rid of. And so my gut would say maybe the end of August, if we have enough items, that we would hold some type of auction or sale to dispose of those items. And then the goal would be for the Hardin Central, the site where the bus garage is, to come down the 1st of September. So to coordinate that with crates, that's the last piece of our, basically of our elementary project, if you will, once that building comes down.
And
Then the athletic piece.
and as Mark said, we're accepting the donation tonight from the athletic boosters for the athletic building so that I can then add it to the insurance policy.
And it's not completed yet.
No.
It's an insurance thing that once the structure's complete, that somebody has to be responsible. And so we're thankful that they did such an amazing process and are willing to donate that to our district and our students. But once everything is complete, which we hope again is around September, we're looking forward to maybe having a dedication open house for the community to be able to come and see this facility.
Excellent. Okay, very good. Extracurricular? Really nothing there, Sam, but we are meeting the 26th. Is that
Yeah, I
right?
think we'll do Thursday the 26th at 5:30.
Okay, get us back on cycle there. Career Center?
Like us, they're doing a lot of their hiring for the next year and getting things settled with the different districts that use High Point. So that's really it.
Okay. And then policy?
Just so that the policy that will have the biggest effect on the district will be the random student drug testing. And so I know that the high school has been working with the education and the forms and the pieces to put that in place for next year. But policy probably will not have any need to meet until school starts and we have some time to look at those policies we wanted to revisit, as well as Neola updates.
Okay.
And that usually falls in September or October. So I
Okay.
wouldn't schedule
So maybe
anything
that.
yet for policy. I don't anticipate any need. And then Career Center, which Sheena heads, that is really working with Russ Blue because he's the representative. So she schedules whatever she needs and gets information from him.
Yep.
So if there's anything that we need to do to help support that, I think I'd be happy to help you. But then that will make sure that we get our committees on cycle because we'll be entering into new projects season.
Right. Okay. All right, good enough. On to new business, personnel items. We have 11A through 11O. Is that right? Yeah. Do I have a motion?
Watkins.
Watkins, second.
Stryker.
Say Albert. Okay, any discussion?
I'll just talk you through a couple of things. So we did say that there were a couple positions that we weren't replacing next year. They're actually both kind of administrative. So Andrea Schneider had been our Club Roar program manager and our intervention and FBA specialist. That's really a special ed kind of position and task. And she took another position in where she lives, and that was actually paid for out of a grant that we no longer have. So we're choosing not to replace that this year and see how we manage. And if we have a need, and we may, because we have a big special ed population that needs to be, like the FBA and specialist pieces, we might need some help with. But we can also look at more grants in trying to write for that position in the future. The other one that we just didn't replace was from a previous meeting, which was Brad Blue, who served as a coach at the elementary, and he took over the principal position. So we felt that he was capable of handling both roles, being that he had served that before. That was also paid for and sponsored out of a grant. So I think everything else should be good. The new hires, I have a sheet for you, Tim, on for the people where they're from. Any other questions about any of those?
Okay, vote?
Mr. Albert?
Yes.
Mr. Carmine?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Ms. Stryker?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Okay, item 11, authorizations and resolutions. We have 12A through 12I. Do I have a motion? Carmine, a second.
Watkins.
Watkins. Okay, any discussion?
Well, they mentioned it before in the committee reports, but we're accepting the donation of the athletic meeting. I just want to just be thankful for all the people. Of course, Rodney Hensel really headed that up and did a heck of a job, but there's a lot of other people participating in that too. And so what a generous thing from the community to offer to the school. And so we're really, really grateful and thankful we have that kind of people in our district and the support we have. And it makes a huge difference in the success of the district, the success of the students, and makes all our jobs a lot easier. So thank you very much to all those people that helped.
And I just want to explain that the bus purchase is just in case we want to buy a bus, and then we won't have to go out for bid because we're doing this resolution through our purchasing cooperative. So this just gets us in their list because they've already went out and did a bidding process.
They did the due diligence, yeah. Yep. Okay. Vote, please.
Mr. Albert?
Yes.
Mr. Carmine?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Ms. Stryker?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Okay, approve a motion to go into executive session to discuss the evaluation of superintendent and treasurer. Do I have a motion?
Stryker.
Stryker. Okay. Adjournment 7:14. There'll be no further action taken. A special meeting will be held on Monday, July 30th, 5:30. The regularly scheduled meeting will be held on Monday, August 20th, at 7 p.m. Both will be here.